Hey, I'm Lance from Soft. I make the game Deodar, and I'm gonna show you how to unlock the best ending in this. A couple of people told me that this game is kind of hard, and it's because it is like how old games are, where it doesn't really show you how to do everything. Some stuff is not always all that clear. So there's three different endings you can get in this, and the best one's the trickiest one. That's why I'm showing you how to do that in this one. I'll also tell you some other things as we go through it, but not everything. Okay, so these little purple things are charges. You can use those later. I'll talk about that a bit later. The enemies that you see around are all bouncy. There's also different mushrooms you can jump on. This pink thing is a checkpoint. The glowing mushrooms give you extra lives, and the yellow sap restores your health. There's usually more than one way you can get through a particular level. I'll give you some extra stuff. If you see there's green charges, and those are worth more than the purple ones. They tend to be a little bit trickier to get. There are these moving platforms that are leaves. They can take you to different places, but because it's a leaf, it's not the most stable to stand on, so it can actually be pretty easy to fall off of those. Spider there. We'll go see what she's up to. Another kind of monster. It's a little bouncier than the balls. The spider is nice here. If you look at your HP in the top, you can see it's actually doubled from talking with her. She gives you some extra armor, so to speak, and that is a missable upgrade. So if you don't get that in this level, the only way is to increase your health there by finding a special item, which I'll show you how to get some of those, but those can also be a bit tricky to get. There's another platform up there. There's another path that I could have taken at the start, but didn't this time. A lot of these earlier levels are meant to just kind of show you how far you can jump and everything. So when you jump, you just go up. You can still control yourself when you're in the air. And so spots like this are really just trying to show you what kind of obstacles you can get past. Some levels it's a little bit more zoomed in than others. Another kind of enemy. That one takes two. You have to play the song for him twice for him to calm down. He's even bouncier than the other guys are. Spider again. She's got some more information. You can see ahead there's some collapsing platforms. You only got a little bit of time when you're on those before it collapse. This way is another shortcut. Gotta wait on the platform to get here. And yeah, when you bounce on things, if you let yourself fall on it a second time, you'll bounce a little bit higher. You want to try and get as many of these little charges as you can early in the game. You'll see why soon. Yeah. There's like another one of those big spiky guys down there, but we didn't fall down this time. Deeper into the tree. There's some items down here. A lot of things in this game you can't do in one playthrough, so that is partly why you're able to go through some of this so quickly, is kind of expected to miss some things. So you get deeper into the tree, further along in the game, more of the difficult enemies are around. Where those big spiky guys hurt twice as much as the other creatures we've seen so far. Okay, and now we've got the spirit of the tree. If you look in the hood, you can see the amount of charges that we have is doubled now. That's why it's good to find them earlier, because this tree spirit upgrades your instruments, so now it's a lot more of a distorted sound, and each one of those takes one of your charges to use. And you use those like electric charges to break these minerals. You have a longer range for that. And yeah, you need to get 20 of those minerals destroyed to be able to finish the game. You're able to progress through levels without finding all of them. That would be how you unlock the like bad ending, as you don't get all the minerals but get to the end of the game. This is a tricky spot right here that goes on some collapsing things. And these are big jumps that can be kind of hard to see how far to go. See, I missed that. And yeah, I can't get up that way. There's that, but see, you can't really move when you're on that. Give this another try, and yeah, not gonna be able to go that way. But yeah, there's some special items and other minerals over that way that we will have to move on. This level introduces these wet spots that we'll see in a second. Land on that pushes you in the direction that you're going uncontrollably. And yeah, so we're getting pretty deep in the tree now. Things are getting a little spookier. Mm-hmm. So that green big thing that gave me more HP and more extra lives, those are all optional items, but those will help me. This is a bit of a tricky spot here with all these slick spots. I've done this a bunch of times, so I know just when to jump, but if you mess that up, you fall down in this other area, and you'll have to try again. This is another level that's showing you a bit more about how these slick spots work. Yeah, there are a lot of places that you really only have like one or two tries to get to, and some places you can't really get to without getting hurt. Always a tricky spot. I missed that one. So that guy, it just says he does kind of a lot of damage and is very fast. You have to play the song for him twice. Yeah, he got me there. But that gives me another chance to go this way. It's another spot that's just hard to get through without getting hurt. You can do it, but get there. There's another superset up here. Yeah, now we have 8 health and 5 extra life. With those guys that are really fast, if you jump while they're running into you, they will push you up really high. And that'll be good to know later. The tricky spot that I normally don't make on the first try. Yeah, when you're on a bouncing thing, you're still able to control where you go. That's how you're able to get up to that one. And so the trick to unlocking the best ending is that while we're in this deep dark area, you want to try to get as many of those minerals as possible. There are a couple that I missed, but there are enough that you don't have to get every single one that's down there, but you have to get almost all of it. Because now we get sent back up to the surface, and yeah, the light has been spreading since we've been underground. I only need to get 5 more minerals here. It's another new creature. Those guys don't move, but they do even more damage than previous creatures. You can press down to go down a level for there are some types of ground that you're able to pass through. Maybe down there. Fight her again. Crank her up to speed with everything. She'll tell you when you find her in each level how many minerals are around there, because you can't go back to levels after you finish. See, with that fast guy, his little boost is how you get up to here. Tricky bout. I've done it a bunch of times, so that's why I'm able to do it kind of quickly, but I don't always get these. This was kind of a lucky play there. So yeah, to get up through here, you have to figure out that that fast guy can help you out. Okay, like 2 minerals left, and for the sake of showing you guys some different things, there's some stuff I'm just gonna pass by. I also just don't want to show you how to do every puzzle in the game, and there are enough minerals through the world that you don't have to get every single one of them, you just have to get 20. There's one more left. Get here. Enemy around here. I'll see you soon. Talk to the spider. So yeah, I have these big bugs. They need a lot of the song to calm down. Some of them are flying all the time, some only do sometimes. Once they're soothed, you can ride them. This first one here is one of the easier ones because he moves kind of slow. I'll show you where he takes you, but for the sake of showing you some more parts of the game, I'll probably just go up to the next level from here. A lot of different ways you can go here. This is the way I would show you. This is a kind of tricky area, because this flying guy is in the air the whole time. So you can use the mushroom to kind of get around him, to get in range, to play the music for him. We'll come back around and we can get a ride. This is one of the trickier guys, because he actually moves faster than character can. If he gets too close to him, it'll be real hard to outrun. But he drops one of those special super saves. And then there about last mineral, you can see that changes the whole environment. All of the creatures are happy now. The miasma has lifted from the air. And all of the thorns that were around are gone. So, yeah, this is actually the start of the level, but notice the thorns that were everywhere before have cleared away, and that's because I found all of the minerals. So this is... the game is technically beat at this point. There's this whole other level that's filled with those flying guys and has a lot of minerals. If you haven't got it by there, you can get it. It's just real hard. See the rest of the tree and the rest of the creatures everywhere. And soothed and happy again. And so yeah, that's how you get the best ending. That unlocks the bonus mode, which I'll show you a little bit of what that's like. It's just a different way to play through the game. And if you look at like the Steam achievements, a lot of those are mutually exclusive. So like there's an achievement for not getting any health upgrades. There's also one for getting all of them. And yeah, there's more than one way to go through each level. And then in this bonus mode, you can do a lot of jumps at a time. There's a bit of a delay when after you've jumped for how long you can keep jumping. And it lets you go through the levels in totally different ways. And yeah, that's it for that. There are two other endings, and there's lots of other stuff you can do in the game. But yeah, that is it. Thanks for watching.